Hello class and welcome to COMG153 WWW02 Fall Semester 2015. My name is Joel. I'll be your instructor for this course for this semester. This video is pretty much an orientation overview of what you need to complete through Blackboard and how to navigate through Blackboard. What I'll be going over is how to access, download, and upload your assignments, how to complete your quizzes, how to complete the discussion question, which is pretty much an introduction, how to complete your tests, which is at the end of the semester, how to review your grades, how to complete attendance. So, a few critical things that you need to be very careful about. Once we start, every time you log into Blackboard, the first thing you'll see is announcements. That's pretty much it. Pretty much that my way to contact you on a weekly basis. So I'll be posting an announcement on a weekly basis, trying to remind you of something, or if there's something I need you to complete, or something that I need you to be more careful about, what you have to complete, and etc. As you can see on the first one, there's two couple things that you need to be careful about, which is if you're watching the video, that means you did find the startup session folder, which has this video. So right there, check, you got the first one done. Number two, it talks about the course itself, that you need Microsoft Office 2013, and that will cover Windows 8 and Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access. Also, it discusses, big note right there in green, that you have to complete attendance, which does not affect your grade, but it does affect financial aid. So it is something that you must complete on a weekly basis. Every Tuesday at midnight, attendance for that week opens and is due before the following Monday, 11:59 p.m. So please keep track of it so you do not get in trouble with financial aid, because if you don't check in for that week, once I submit attendance, that's pretty much it. There is nothing I can do to modify it. Number two is right there, this link, which is pretty much a release link that you need to complete. So pretty much either select it, go to, or just copy paste. You can copy it, open a new browser, and then basically just paste it into a browser, and you'll be able to just see it. It's pretty much very basic. You put your name, address, information, and that's pretty much what it is. So as you can see, you select the course, just CMG 153 WW02 fall semester 15. You put your first name, address, phone number, email. Please make sure to put your mod email, the one that is at mcc.edu, and then you put your student ID and then confirm, and that's pretty much it. It's a one thing that you have to complete and never worry about it again. Now, after that, we can go to course information, which there's two critical things. Number one, your syllabus. It is a must that you keep track of. Why? Because the syllabus has everything that you need as information about this course. Number one, my name. Number two, my office. Where is it located? Number three, my office hours. Then also contact information. I have multiple contact information for you guys. Um, my email, office telephone number, the technology division, distance learning, if you need help with anything technical, view listening, math library, testing center, etc. Best way of communication is via email. I do check my email 7 days a week, pretty much multiple times a day. The only time I might not get to it or do not reply to you is if you send me an email without a title, without information that it is related to COMG 153 WW02. I'm teaching over 8 courses this semester, so it is very hard for me to figure out which class you're trying to ask questions about if you don't tell me your full name and the class you're um, referring to. So it is very critical that you try. Please remember to that in your title. When you put my email address, when you want to send an email, put in the title COMG 153 WW02. I'll know that it is a student. It is critical. It is super critical that I have to reply to. And usually within 24 hours, you will get an answer from me. Even if I don't have an answer for your question, but at least you'll get an email, me letting you know I did get your message and we'll get back to you. If you get that, then don't worry about it. Don't stress anymore. If you don't hear from me, please keep sending the message until I get it. Course specification, talks about the course. Please review it. If you have any question, let me know. The textbook, which is required, you must get it. It's a custom edition made only for mod. So it's something that you need to get from the bookstore. This is the ISBN number that you need to get. If you don't have it, you need to get it ASAP. Course objectives, I'll leave that to you. Please review it. If you have any question, let me know. Attendance, critical. You must complete that before Monday of every week, 11:59 p.m. So the semester starts Tuesday, September 8th at midnight. That's when you'll find week one, which you must complete before Monday of the following week, 11:59 p.m. All the assignments will be available in the learning modules, and I'll go over it in a minute. Late policy. I usually don't accept late work. However, if for some reason you have an illness or a kind of special situation, an emergency, and you can provide me with proper documentation, I'll make exception. However, pretty much you will be able to earn a maximum of 70% if your assignment is 100% correct. And that's something that you'll need to arrange with me, not just ignore me, not contact me until the end of the semester and tell me about it, because you have multiple due dates through the semester. Then you have multiple information. Please review those. If you have any question, let me know. Grading, the usual. What you'll be graded on: assessments, 215 points, which are basic um, application that you'll be doing. So you'll have like in Microsoft Word, you'll have a quiz, you'll have a paper to do, you'll have a flyer to do. So something that you pretty much, if you go over the chapter in your textbook, you'll be able to do it and earn 100%. Quizzes, 55 questions. 55 points, and then a final exam which you cannot complete until you finish the 6 modules, which I'll talk about in a minute. Total of 325. Now, the next thing is the due dates. Critical that you keep track of that. Please keep track of it. Do not procrastinate until the last minute and then you try to get the work done. The work is very easy to do. It's just a question: how comfortable are you with Microsoft Office and Windows? So some people will. I had a student in the spring semester, which is 7.5 weeks, was done with the entire course. Folks, I'm not joking. Finished the entire course in 4 days. Um, I had other students finishing within 3 weeks. That's usually the average that I have. This kid was done within 4 days. He finished the entire semester. And if you do finish the semester early, you don't have to worry about attendance anymore. I love you very much, and I won't make you do attendance anymore because everything will be open. I'll be opening the entire course for you guys to work at your own pace, and hopefully it'll be a fast pace. So as you can see, different modules. Module 1, which is hardware and software. 2, internet and email. 3, Word, which covers 3 chapters. Then you have presentation graphics, which is pretty much PowerPoint, 2 chapters. Then spreadsheet, which is Excel, 2 chapters. Then access, which is database, 2 chapters. And then you have a final exam. And as you can see, you have the due dates right here. The work has to be done and submitted before those due dates. And then after that, responsibilities, disclaimer, etc. So please review those. If you have any question, please email me. The next thing I want you to worry about is under course information. If you go to course information, I did put there a due date sheet for you to keep track if you want to print that or put it on your phone, smartphone, tablet, etc. Hopefully you'll be able to keep track of this. Now let's go ahead and get into, let me do attendance first. Basically, as you can see, it tells you it must be completed before Monday of every week, 11:59 p.m. It's a survey. It's a basic survey that financial aid requires from us for you to complete. You click on it. As you can see, once I put my cursor on week 1 attendance, it tells me to begin. You'll see, you probably won't be able, let's see if you can see it. No, actually you can't see it, but on the right side you'll see begin. You click on begin on the right side of your screen, and then you'll see there's a question: am I working on week 1? Yes, I am. And then you save and submit, and that's pretty much what it is. Which then once you do this, as you can see, it shows that I did complete week 1 attendance. Oh, let's say I forgot if I did it or not. You go to my grades. I cannot click on my grades because I'm not a student, but if you click on my grades, you go to scroll down, you'll see week 1 attendance, and you'll see a green check mark in front of it, meaning that you did complete it. If you don't see the check mark, please make sure to go ahead and get it done. Next is the discussion board. Simple thing. I just want you to go in and answer these questions. I did post mine, so for you to review. If not, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You don't have to review mine. But actually, you do have to complete this by answering those basic thing. Now, let's go to the most important part, which is learning modules. As you can see, you have module 1, which is due September 21st. So plenty of time. Module 1 should take you 2 days to complete, and I'm being generous. Module 2 is due October 5th. It should take you a half a day to get it done, and I'm talking about people that have no idea of how to use a computer. This is not referring to people that are comfortable. This is basic internet research and email, how to send an email to yourself and reply to yourself. That's pretty much what it is. Then you have word processing, which is due October 26th before 11:59 p.m. Module 4 is due on November 9th, I'm sorry, 2015. Excel is due November 23rd. Sorry, it's not TH, it's RD. And then Access is due on December 14th. And then your final exam is due December 22nd before 11:59 p.m. So let's go ahead and jump on hardware. If I click on the folder, you'll see I tried to have the course for you. Every folder is exactly the same. We'll start with an overview telling you what this folder will talk about, the learning objectives, what you'll be learning. There is a presentation that I borrowed from Mr. Bernard. He is a co-worker, a faculty that he created some videos which I stole from him for you to. Hopefully those will help you. As you can see, the video, it's pretty much an overview what you have to complete and talks about different things and what they are and so forth. So these might not be very critical for you guys, but they will be critical later to show you how to complete some work. Learning activities. If you want to earn 100% on the assessment itself, I strongly recommend that you complete the learning activities. Learning activities are not required for you to complete. You do not turn them in. You do not turn them in. They do not, you don't get grades for them. So, but they are pretty much work. If you complete that work properly, then you will earn 100% on the assessment itself. Now, the assessment, that's where you'll be graded on. If you click on the assessment folder, as you can see, there's a quiz. Folks, please do not start the quiz until you are ready to take it, because once you start the quiz, you cannot retake it. You must finish it. So once you start the quiz, you must complete it and move on to the next one. That's pretty much what it is. You cannot go back and redo the quiz. And the quiz is usually about 5 questions that you have to complete. They're multiple choice or true and false. That's pretty much what it is. So look at my cursor. Once I put it on the title, Hardware and Software Quiz, if I click on that, it will take me to the quiz and I can start. And it tells you 10 minutes to complete the quiz, blah, 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 and etc. You click on Begin and it allows you to begin the quiz. Go back to assessment. The first assessment that you have, as you can see right here, it tells you what you have to complete. Please follow the instructions. It's just you need to read every single lesson. Don't start at 1 and then skip 2 through 10 and finish at 11. You'll have a problem. You will have a serious problem. So please make sure to go over all of them, no exception. Go over the steps. They're very basic for you to follow. 2, as you can see, every assessment has a checklist that you must turn in. The checklists are critical. If I download that checklist, open it, the checklist will tell me what I need to complete. So by you following the checklist and what needs to be completed, you will not have a problem. Look here, it says new folder created. If you did, just put an X. You have to put these. 5 subfolders created, yes. This created, yes. This created, yes. And this created, yes. So then you'll be done with everything. What you need to do is make sure to put your name, type your name. If you forgot, it's not a big deal. I'll be able to figure that out, no problem. Now, if you look at the assessments, it wants you to take print screens. Okay, so pretty much what you have to do is take a print screen of some work. Okay, whatever you created, you got to show me that you did complete this properly, and by taking a print screen, and the print screen is something that you'll have to paste. How do I take a print screen? The print screen is pretty much as easy as look on your screen, on your keyboard. You'll see a PRTSC, which is print screen. Let's say I'm going to take a print screen of, let's say, I'm going to take a print screen of this. Okay, then I go to my Word document and then scroll down and just paste it. Either Control V or just right click right there and then paste. All right, that's what you'll be doing. As you can see right there, I did paste that I have completed the assignment. Those are the print screen that you have to complete. Those are for module 1 and 2. That's it. Module 1 and 2, you must take print screens, and it will tell you in details there. The assessments will tell you exactly how you have to take print screens and what you have to follow and etc. It is very critical that you take clear, very clear print screens. Why? Because if you don't, I won't be able to determine if you have completed your work or not. So please make sure that your print screens are clear. They're there. I can follow. Okay. Then finish. Okay. Save. I would like to save this document. Oops, I did not save it, my bad. Let's see, I want to download it again. And then you did the work that you had to do. Let me save it and I'll show you. Now, because I'm going to show you how to upload your work into Blackboard. So, paste. I have my print screen here. Whatever, if I have to type anything, go to Save As. And then let's say I'm going to put it on my desktop. I don't have to change the name. I'll leave the name as is, okay, which is File Management Assessment Checklist. Save. And then I'm done with it. I can close it. So now if I file management assessment, the instructions are up here, the checklist is up here. What I need to do is upload into Blackboard. How do I do that? Every single assessment has something called a Dropbox. A Dropbox is the place where you go and pretty much upload your work. And in this case, you click on File Management Assessment Dropbox. And as you can see in the middle of your computer, you have something called Browse My Computer. So what I do is browse my computer, then click on desktop, and it was called File Management. You guys can save it anywhere you want, which is File Management Assessment, which is right here. Click on it. And as you can see right there, there's something that was attached, right? So after you're done, on the right side, you might not see it on the screen. On the right side of your screen, you'll be able to go ahead and pretty much submit. Once you click on submit, you'll be able to go to My Grades. I strongly recommend that you do so. Go to My Grades, and then under My Grades, you'll be able to see the attachment that you just did. Now, the attachment itself will not show a grade. It will show a yellow circle. That circle, yellow, means it's not graded yet, but you'll be able to pretty much see the attachments. You'll be able to download the attachment the same way I downloaded the checklist. By doing so, you'll be able to see the attachment. By seeing the attachment, you'll be able to make sure that it is there. Please do so. So if there's an error or you're not happy with the work that you turned in, so you can contact me really quickly, and then I'll be able to reset it for you before the due date. So don't wait until the due date or before the due date, like a couple hours before the due date, for you to turn it in. Because if you do that, I'm not going to be able to get it done for you. I'm not going to be able to reset it, and it will be considered as late, and you will not get any grade for it. So if we go back to assessments under module 1 hardware, then the next one is an assessment right here, which does not, it's called hardware and software, which does not have a checklist because it is pretty much an assessment that you have to complete. So it is basically two things. One, for you to go ahead and search in Dell, I'm sorry, in HP website. It tells you, under HP. Always remember to click on Enable Editing for Word. That's, you must do that. You have a budget of $800, and you need to find a computer with with these specifications. So pretty much you have to go online and search these within the website, whatever computer you decide to do. And the second part is same thing, but for a laptop. So you have a budget of $800. What can you get with $800? And you need to find these information. Now, the last thing is you gotta give me, like, I don't know, a few sentences, why you select, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the desktop or the laptop, and why do you prefer one over the other? Then you save this file, save as, and then you upload it into Blackboard by going to the Dropbox, which is buying a computer Dropbox. This, hopefully, the Dropbox, every time you see a Dropbox, you'll understand this is a place where you can turn in your work. So you click on Dropbox, browse my computer, and you'll be able to find the file and just submit it to me. Now, same thing with internet and email. You'll see two folders, one, two. The first one, same thing, overview, learning modules, presentation. Please go over the video. The video is very, very helpful. Help that you can go through, then the assessment. Module 2 has only one quiz, which is in the first folder, which is the internet folder. Then you have the instructions, then you have the checklist, then you have the Dropbox. If we go back to module 2, same thing. You go to email, tells you what you have to do, overview, learning objectives, presentation, then learning module, then assessment. Then you have the instructions, what you have to do, checklist, Dropbox. You go to Word. Same thing, three folders. Every folder will have the same thing: an overview, learning objectives, presentation, learning activities. The learning activities are exactly similar to the assessments itself. The learning activities are basically the assessment itself. So the, like for example, on your textbook, it shows you creating a flyer with the picture on page 58 to 60. That's something that you'll need to complete as your assignment. But on page 2 to 53, it shows you how to do this with um, different pictures and different borders and different format and etc. But it's exactly the same thing. So you go to assessments and you have a quiz. Once again, you have the checklist, you have the Dropbox. So starting module um, 3, you have to turn in the checklist and you have to turn in a Word document with your answer key. So not a print screen. There is no more print screens here. All right. So you go to Dropbox and then upload the checklist and upload your assignment, which in this case will be a flyer. And then if you open the Word document, it will show you exactly what you have to complete, and there's a checklist inside of it. So this is your checklist. So it tells you you have to complete in the labs, lab number 2 on page WD, which is Word 6061. Please make sure to complete this one to get a credit for. If you go ahead and complete something else, you'll get a 0. I don't care if it's good or not. It is very critical that you follow this one that you have to complete. And it tells you, did you complete the flyer? Does not contain any error spellings? No, it does not. So I get my 1 point. The theme color, I found it. No, I did not. So I'll do a 1 or a 0, or I found it correctly. Then you have to grade yourself on every single step. Why do I have this? So like that you can review what you've done and you make sure you followed every single instruction. Those are the things that you'll be graded on. So at the end, if you completed 20 out of 20, you just 20 out of 20, and then you save this and you upload it into Blackboard. And it's the same thing for every single one of them. Now for Word, there is photos that you need. Once again, those photos in the book, it will tell you go to the instruction, to go to the author's website and download them from there. I just don't want you to worry about it. What I want you to do is basically go to files needed to complete your assessments, and you'll be able to download them. It tells you Word 1, Word Chapter 1. You download that. It's a zip file. Once it opens, you'll be able to download that, and then as you can see, the pictures are right here, and you just drag and drop them based on which picture that you need. Like for example, your assignment is a bakery, so this is picture 1 that you need, and this is bakery 2, which is the second picture. Those are the pictures that you must use. Once again, if the assessment does not state use your own pictures or select any one you want, please make sure the one that are provided to you. Other than that, that's pretty much it that you need to be careful about. So I went over how to navigate the Blackboard, which is accessing, downloading, uploading your assessments, how to complete the quizzes, how to complete the attendance, how to that you have one test that you have to complete at the end of the semester, that you'll need to do the discussion question, which is an introduction, and how to review my grades, which is I did put a button right there, which pretty much will take you in a folder. If you click on it, it will take you automatically to your grades. I hope you have a great semester. Please feel free to contact me if something is not clear. Get hold of me. This is very critical that you keep track of. The semester is 15 weeks. There is no reason for you to complete all the work, which is are all the assessment, and get 100%. But please be careful. Don't just do it last minute, not focusing on small details. That's how you miss points. It is very, very easy that you get 100%. And I have a lot of students that end up with 4.0 in this class. And I have some of them that actually end up with a 1.0. Why? Because they just wait until the last minute, try to rush through it, and they forget all the details that are required. And then you do a bad job. Um, Please get hold of me. If there's anything that you're not sure about, I'm here to help you. Please bug me. That's my job. That's what I'm here for. I hope you'll have a great semester, and I wish you a successful one. And hopefully, I'll see you around. Thank you.